is the Donna Walton Gospel Show. It's the Donna Walton Gospel Show. Hello, welcome to episode 8 of the Donna Walton Gospel Show. I am your host, Donna Walton. Today, my special guest is urban gospel recording artist Nichelle out of St. Louis, Missouri. And the Hymnal Spotlight also features gospel recording artist Ulysses. And make sure you stick around to find out who's who in the Gospel Artist Showcase. So now let's listen to my interview with Nichelle. Hey Nichelle, how you doing? I want to welcome you to the show and thank you for being with me. You know, I am so excited that you are with me, girl.
Oh, thank you, Donna. I really, really appreciate it.
Yes. Well, I want you to tell the listening audience a little about Nichelle.
Well, yes, I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I have been singing since I was probably about 4. My late grandfather was a pastor of a church, and I started singing in his church in the Sunshine Band. And so I have been singing pretty much all of my life. My mom is an evangelist, and she's probably been an evangelist since she was probably like 15, so I guess you can just call me a PK kid.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so the church that I attend now is House of Prayer Assembly with Bishop David Tabb and Pastor Barnila Tabb, and I am the praise and worship leader. So, so I've pretty much been in music all of my life. I've opened up for, different people. And when I was about 13, I joined the O'Neill Twins in the Interfaith Choir, and I was the youngest member of their choir. So, I've pretty much been around music, all my life, and so now I've decided that it's the time, to go ahead and try and pursue a music career of my own.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's great. Well, now, reading your bio, I saw where you shared the stage growing up, sharing the stage with big-name gospel notables. Who were they, and what was that like?
Oh my God, it was actually, I've been on bills with Shirley Caesar, the Clark sisters, the Williams brothers, a lot of people, and Walter Hawkins and family, and it was always a great honor to be on the stage with them. And at that time, I wasn't, I guess, because, I didn't know, like, okay, you need to try to, do records or try to get a record deal or things like that because I was so young.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was such a great honor to, open up for them and to, just be a part. I've learned a lot. Being able to be backstage and just ask questions and, things like that. So, it was really, 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 I'm always honored whenever I have to, do something like that, or someone says, hey, can you come sing? I take nothing for granted. Nothing.
Right. And, that's so extraordinary to share the stage, especially with legends, gospel legends.
Yes, I know, right?
Walter Hawkins. Girl, those are huge names.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
I know.
So, God will, what you know about that, Nichelle? No, let me say it with some attitude. God will. What you know about that? Girl, you know that is my jam. Matter of fact, that's everybody's jam, okay?
Oh, thank you.
So, okay, it's so different. How did you structure that song? How did that come together for you? Were you in an upbeat, funky songwriting vibe when that happened, when you wrote that? Tell me about the history around that.
Well, actually, I was in the studio with my husband, as a matter of fact, because he has a studio. We have a studio in our house, but at this time we were at the studio, and Erica Campbell had came out with I Love God. You love God. You know, she had just came out with that. Right. Yeah. And he was like, you need to do something, you know, a little different. And I was like, I don't know, because I like to do praise and worship. And, you know, he's like, no, you need to get out here. You need to do something different. So, you know, he came up with the idea, and we were writing, and the track was so hot. I was like, okay, wait a minute, you know. So it was one of them Ike and Tina kind of things, you know.
Girl, that's a hot jam. That is a hot jam, and it's getting so much vibe. People are loving it, and of course, you know, I'm playing it like it's going out of style. I'm playing it. So so now the young lady featured in that song, who is she?
That is my sister.
Wow.
Yeah, that is my sister, and we call her Aisha. Her name is Tyranny, but that is my sister, and she's rapping on there. We're probably going to do a video in a few months to that one.
Wow.
Right now we have a video to my other song, I Will, which features my daughter.
All right. So she's singing or rapping?
She's rapping.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is so great. So Aisha, you know, when I heard her, she reminded me of MC Light back in the day, her style.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
She does such an awesome job on that song.
Yeah.
So, Nichelle, what is your musical ministry goal?
My goal is to reach people and to bring them in, you know, to the kingdom. However I have to do it, whether it's through your crying tears and because you may be going through something and you just need to hear a single line or a song, or even if you're bobbing, you know, to a song, I'm trying to reach people to come into the kingdom and let them know that no matter what you're going through, God will, God has you, you know, whatever the situation is. So my ministry, I just want to reach people. If I can just touch one person, and hey, I know that's my motto, and I know that I'm doing what God says, and I'm doing what God has ordained me to do. So
that one soul, you know, Jesus, he will leave the 99, the fold of the 99 to go and get that one.
Just one.
Yes, and it's so important. Your ministry it just blesses so many people. So thank you for writing such great songs and giving us a reason to bob our heads and just jamming for Jesus. You know, that holy jam.
Thank you.
Man. So finally, I want you to tell the listening audience, where can they find your music? And are you available for bookings? If so, what is your contact info?
Okay. You can, I'm on social media. I'm on Facebook under Nichelle Woods. That's N like Nancy, Ichelle Woods. I am on Instagram at Denise, WDS44. So you can find me on Instagram as well. And as far as booking, I am available for booking. You can contact me either on Facebook or you can DM me on Instagram as well. Or you can hit me up in my email at Nichelle, WDS44@gmail.com.
Well, listening audience, there you have it. Nichelle is in the house with Donna Walton on the Donna Walton Gospel Show. Y'all got to check her out, check her music out, check out the video. She is on fire for Jesus, and it is just amazing to hear God's children just doing it for the kingdom.
And Donna,
go ahead.
if I can say this, thank you so much for giving independent artists a chance to, showcase their music and everything, because all the time independent artists don't get, the opportunity to do that. And nowadays record labels aren't just signing you. You have to do the legwork yourself. Mm-hmm. So when we have, someone like you that comes along and gives us that platform where our music can be heard, I don't know about everybody else, but I appreciate this opportunity so much. I really, really thank you.
Yes. To God be the glory. I tell you, my testimony is just going to take too long to tell it, but I will post the reason why. I will post that up, the reason why I do this, to help independent gospel artists, to present them to a worldwide stage. And if you notice, on all of the Donna Walton Gospel shows, I do not play my own music.
Right, I noticed that.
I don't. God told me to promote others, put them ahead of my own self, And when I heard Pastor Parker from Jackson, Mississippi, Christ the Found New Life Church, I visited his church before I moved to Cleveland, Ohio, and he preached a message from Romans chapter 15, verses 1 and 2. That's when the Holy Spirit dropped in my spirit. From that message, from those verses, where it says, I'm paraphrasing those verses, but put others' needs ahead of your own. And so the Holy Spirit said, well, start Donna Walton Gospel Show, and this time, don't promote you, but promote others. And so I've been doing it for Jesus. And you know what, Nichelle, is more of a blessing to me to promote these artists. I call these artists hidden jewels or hidden gems. The music that the independent artists do, we're known within our church circle.
Yes,
so the world need to hear the hidden gems. And so with the grace of God and his help, I'm digging for those gems such as yourself and others. I'm presenting y'all. I'm presenting you to the masses. Wow. And God is just, this is a God thing. It's not even about Donna Walton. This is a God thing, and to God be all of the glory. I get so much excitement when I interview gospel artists. Listen to some Nichelle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen. So, but in due time, God is gonna take us all there, and it's just awesome. I love our Father.
He is wonderful.
Yes. Well, I certainly appreciate you, my sister, for taking the time out of your evening to spend with me. And, we're going to continue to play your music. And I'm getting ready to jam. Listening audience, I'm about to play me some God Will, what you know about that. All right, love. I love you, and keep doing it, Jesus.
I love you more.
And I will talk to you later.
Okay, Donna, thank you.
God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? I'ma talk about Jehovah driver on this track. He's the only one that have your back. Pay my tithes and want your money just stack. Give it to him, he'll give it right back. Jehovah Jireh, yeah, my provider. I count on him cause there is none higher. I say I love him and I mean just that. Tell me what you know, tell me what you know about that. God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? I hear you talk about this, about that. I know the devil tryna hold me back. I keep it moving and I know he mad. I stay prayed up cause my mama told me that. Now what you're hearing is a brand new sound. Church folks, let me see you jump around. I know it's coming to each and every town. When praises go up, blessings come down.
God's will, what you know about that? Been so many years, but it still got my back. I find it kinda funny even when I'm off track. The Lord hold me down. What you know about that? Now I done been forgiven, let me start winning. They came up on the blessing, now let me start giving. He said I'll fight your battles and you always gon' win them. You always gon' get them, blessings always gon' get them. Mama always told me you gotta live right. Stay prayed up, keep that mess out of sight. When the devil's all around you, keep your prayer life tight. Favor ain't fair, but God's will is so nice.
There's no one, no one higher. He'll conquer, he'll inspire. Have faith, give him a triumph. He'll take you higher, higher. Yeah, my provider. I count on him cause there is none higher. I say I love him and I mean just that. Tell me what you know, tell me what you know about that. God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? God will, what you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that?
God will provide. No need to question God, cause he's the same God yesterday, today, and forever. And forever. And forever.
And now is time for Hymnal Spotlight. Hymnal Spotlight. This week, the Hymnal Spotlight is on Frederick Whitfield, born 1829, died 1904. This simply stated, lilting musical testimony has been another of the Sunday school favorites since it was first published in leaflet form in 1855. It has since been translated into various languages and has been included in numerous evangelical hymnals. The words express so well the response of believers of any age as we reflect on all that Christ has done and continues to do for us daily. Indirectly, the hymn also exalts the written word, for it is only through the study of the revealed written word that we gain a true knowledge of the living word. The author, Frederick Whitfield, was an Anglican church clergyman. He is credited with more than 30 books of religious verse. The anonymous tune is a typical 19th century American folk song used in the campground meetings of that time. Even a century after they were written, These ageless words are still appropriate for expressing our love and devotion for Christ.
It tells me of a Savior's love who died to set me free. It tells me of His precious blood, the sinner's perfect plea. And oh, how I love Jesus.
This excerpt is read from Amazing Grace, 366 Inspiring Hymn Stories for Daily Devotions by Kenneth W. Osbeck. Today's hymnal spotlight was sung by gospel recording artist Ulysses. And speaking of Ulysses, he is from Jacksonville, Florida. And you know, I'm going to keep it going with some more Ulysses leading into the Gospel Artist Showcase. So we're going to start it off with So Amazing.
Words just can't explain how you rescued me. I was so lost, drowning in my pain. From you, Lord, I walked away, and life without you just isn't the same. I realized I needed to trust and obey you, Lord. You're so amazing. You're so amazing. When I trusted in you, things turned out right. You're so amazing. And even in my foolish ways, your love for me never changed. You, Lord, know that I've been through some pain. Thought I would lose my mind, but you carried me through the rain. Please forgive me for the wrong I've done, and I thank you for your love never changed. I want to praise you, I want to tell you what you are. You're so amazing to put up with someone like me. Amazing. When I say the name Jesus, ooh, so sweet. You're so amazing. Even in my stubborn way, your love has made a change in me. Now what I want you to do, I want you to think about all the things that God has done for you. Down to waking you up and watching how you slept last night. We're gonna match all those amazing. That's how He is. He is truly amazing. So you ready? I want you to just name some things from your heart. Things He's just blowing your mind. Watching over me as I slept last night. Amazing. opening my eyes to see a brand new day. Amazing, yes you do. Whoa, blow me in my right mind. Amazing, put food on my table. Oh, amazing, even though Calvary, how you sacrificed your life. Amazing, you've been so good to me. Yeah, amazing, and I give you praise. Give you praise. You're so wonderful. Amazing, Lord, I give my all to you. You're so amazing. And the moon and the stars in the sky. Amazing. Separated the water from the land. Amazing. Oh, how the animals you made so exotic. Amazing. How you have.
That was Ulysses from Jacksonville, Florida. What a beautiful song. Yes, God is so amazing. So now we're just going to go to Jackson, Mississippi, and crank it up with a little urban hip-hop. And we're going to play this song by His Pain, a newcomer to the Donna Walton Gospel Showcase. His Pain is from Jackson, Mississippi. And this brother is saying to us, understand me.
Like all because you changed, you think you better than them. It ain't like that, man. I love y'all. Come on. I know you heard about your boy, yeah, I jumped out of the game. I guess it wasn't meant for me, cause I saw nothing to gain, only losing. You know me, I ain't taking no loss. I heard the only way to win was to talk to the boss. Heavenly Father, can you hear me? Please show me you do. Somebody told me that you care, I wanna know if it's true. Cause all my homies seem to think that I'm just wasting my time. Should I submit my life to you? Do I continue to grind? Down on my knees I went to him, and he answered my prayers. Cause I was honest when I spoke, and my heart was sincere. I had to separate myself, get away from the hood, turn and make a 180, trade the bad for the good. It sounds so easy when I say it, but it's so hard to do. Cause everybody wants the blessing, those who labor are few. So with the blessing of your mercy and your grace on my side, I'll put away my doubt and fears, and that's for Christ that I ride. You don't even understand me, bro.
But if the feeling was right, you might.
Can you comprehend it though?
You don't understand me.
You don't even understand me, bro.
But if the feeling was right, you might.
Can you comprehend it though? It's for my brothers of the struggle, I ain't in it no more. How can I tell them that I changed, not what I was before? They used to having me beside them, always down the ride. No cares for consequences, couldn't change my mind. But now my life is
His Pain says, understand me. I like that, my brother from Jackson, Mississippi. Now we're at the end of the show. I want to thank you all for staying with me. I want to thank my special guest, Nichelle from St. Louis, Missouri, blessing us with her talent and her songwriting abilities. I want to thank you, Ulysses, who sung that song so beautifully in the Humble Spotlight. And I want to thank the artists who were in the Gospel Showcase, Ulysses and His Pain. I ask that you all support these artists by purchasing their music, downloading their music, add it to your playlist. They are available for booking, so If you like these songs, if you want to invite them out to your next church event, contact me so that I can connect them with you. My email is dwalton39212@gmail.com or donnawalton@christianbeats.us. Thank you, and God bless.